My name is Diamond Taylor, and I'm here to tell you that yes, York, Pennsylvania does have drag queens, and I am one of them. Let's see. I've been in the drag business for about 12 years. I started accidentally. It was something I just kind of fell into when a friend of mine said to me, you know what? You look just like RuPaul. You should make a living at that. I thought, well, little did I know. For me personally, I like to draw some of my inspirations from classic musician artists like David Bowie, Cher, Madonna, Diana Ross, and other on and so forth. Generally, there are two systems to drag, is you perform at bars and clubs, or you run for the pageantry system, in which my friend here, Miss Gay Maryland, presented a photo shoot for herself as a booking. A lot of people draw different inspirations from pop culture and different cultures, and also like to push the button a little bit on the line that is between male and female illusion. Others make more of a living by being celebrity impersonators, and they spend their time studying a celebrity, knowing their ins, their outs, their ups and downs, their personas, the style of music, their dancing, and that in itself can detail hours and hours worth of work. As my friend here, Bree, who is one of PA's own Pink impersonators, she spends a lot of time just, studying Pink and doing things that she did. Other queens generally get calls from different photographers, such as Chris, who like to call you up and say, hey, if you have nothing to do today, how about we go around the town and we just take some random pictures and photos, and we will present that normally with like a documentary, or it'll be featured in a movie or music video. Myself, I got my big break here in York from a little known club called Club XS, where I was part of a cast of girls who would perform there on the regular. We would get a booking fee, which would mean the club or the bar normally gives you a paid amount of salary, to where you come in and perform, to what I'm doing today in Baltimore as part of Shigella Brown's Baltimore Review, which is our little flyer here. We generally put on a show, a comedy show for adults, of course, that range in all sorts of different adult aspects. I consider myself not just a drag queen, but more of a character performer, as you can see here, where I've taken the role as Dr. Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show, which was a production we just did last month for Halloween. Other times, I get calls from photographers who say, let's go out to a local festival and see what kind of trouble we could stir up, as depicted in this picture here when we got dressed up in 80-degree weather and decided to go to Hunfest in Baltimore. Other times I get calls from different bars and venues to come in and bring your fans and promote whatever theme they have going at that time. This was a Love Boat theme depicted here, and which I don't really remember what I was doing in that part, but generally, when we do something like this, it takes a lot of people to put a show together. It's a lot more than just someone throwing on a frock and running out and lip singing to a song for 3 minutes. It generally takes a large group of people to pull something together that it really makes something that the audience can enjoy and remember. On average, you can have a sitting for makeup, which can take anywhere from 2 to 3 to 6 hours long, as depicted here when I sat for this 80s Kiss-inspired rainbow bright kind of look, where I actually had to sit there for a good 5 to 6 hours, getting nothing but makeup on my face to have just a few photos taken, to another shot here that was taken across the street when someone said, look, your theme is Pepsi, Cola, call up your friends and let's go do a photo shoot around York, PA. Other times, there are things that I draw inspiration from, like a Playboy model, in which I went out for Halloween one year and decided, well, let's see what kind of trouble I can get into this night. In general, a queen can make a gig, which is a booking, they normally pay you anywhere from $50 to $5,000, depending on how popular you are. If you are a title holder, which means we have a statewide system that works very much like Miss USA. We have a girl for each state, like currently my friend Tatiana Clark is Miss PA, who will be running for Miss USA next year, and they all come together and do different pageantry works. Generally, if you're a title holder at that, you get a booking of about $150 plus tips, which means for 6 minutes of your life, you can walk away about with $300, which isn't really bad. Generally, if you are someone who's been on RuPaul's Drag Race, you generally have a booking fee of $7,000 to $15,000. Completely crazy, I know, but yes. You can make a living doing this, and you can make a very good, comfortable living doing so. During my time as a queen, I've had the opportunity to work with several celebrities all and down the East Coast. I performed from places from Toronto to South Beach, Florida, in which I've met a venue of different people who do something similar. There's also different aspects of drag when you have female illusionists, like this lovely lady here, Maxwell Treats, who is a burlesque performer. Me, myself in general, I like to keep things a little bit creepy, a little bit different, so you never know what you're going to pull out of the box. For my presentation, I would say every gentleman in here should at least try to take at least a few hours to walk in your wife's or lover's shoes. I'd say, if you can, do participate in the New York high heel race. If not, that's all right too. Thank you.